one thing that you should know in this life is that you are unique. You are you. You are your own self. You are your own God. You are your own divine being. Let no one ever tell you to be like others. Let no one ever tell you that why aren't you doing it like some other person. Let no one ever tell you that why aren't you like some other person. You are unique. Have you ever looked at plants? I watched a video on TikTok here, and someone was like, okay, this is how we define plants. We just go to plants, we be like, okay, this is a plant, this is a plant, this is a plant, this is a plant. Forgetting that all these plants have different systems, have different flowers, have different whatever, how different whatever. But then for us, we think as human beings, we are supposed to be the same. Imagine plants are different. They all have different uses, have different purposes, have different seasons, have different fruits. Even the tastes are different. But then we think human beings are supposed to be the same. I want you to take this. If someone ever tells you to be like others, crush them. If someone ever tells you why aren't you doing it like others, ask them, like run away from them if you can. If you can't, stay away from them because they don't understand who they are. They think we're supposed to be like the rest. They think we're supposed to blend in. And that's why people are struggling. You're struggling because you want to blend in. You're struggling because you haven't understood who you are. You haven't understood your divinity. You haven't understood. You think you're supposed to do it like others. No. And that's what school has told us. Because we sit the same exam, because we sit in the same class, because we wear the same uniform, we think we are all the same. So I want you, if you're going to wherever you're going to go, I want you to sit in that room knowing that you are different. I want you to go there knowing that you have different frequencies. I want you to go there knowing that you have different DNA. DNA that's even, you have DNA of your parents, but then there is that percentage that is only you. So you're your own divine being. I want you to understand this. This is something that subconsciously you think it's okay, it's normal. You think that all of them are kids, all of them. No, not all of them are kids. Perhaps some of them are demons. Perhaps some of them are angels. You get what I'm saying? Because demons and angels, it's all the same. It's just a different frequency. You're probably doing something that you think is the other side of the frequency that some people call bad or some people call evil. You could be that demon. If you're doing something that some other person would say good, or if you're radiating off positivity, that some other person would be like, that's an angel. So all of these kids are different. If you're raising kids, if you're living in life, just know you're different. The day that you come up and be like, all of you came up with the same thing, go back and ask yourself, okay, why did you come up with the same thing? Because all of you are supposed to come up with something different. The system tells us that we are supposed to do something else. We are supposed to do the same thing. That's why we are doing everything. You look at around and all of us are doing the same thing. Like we are sitting in the same thing. We are thinking the same way. Because that's what the system has done. And there is no problem with it. The only problem is it makes us lost. So if you've been lost and you probably your phone or you find yourself, make it a point that you don't go back to that place where you were. That's when you heal, it's hard for you to go back and do the things that you are doing anymore. That's when you heal, you detach. That's when you heal, you let go. That's when you heal, you leave certain places, certain environments, because you know they're not serving you. They're not serving your energy. They're not serving the person you're supposed to be. They're not serving the God in you. You get what I'm saying? So get this from me, that you are unique and you are a unique being. You get what I'm saying? And you'll never be like anyone else. That's something that's hard to get in. That's something that's tricky to understand. You can never be like anyone. So that's why the Gypsy Heart community is here, so that people can spark their own magic. I was listening to I have my mentors that I was listening to. I have my coaches that I listen to. They all make me understand that how divine we are, how untapped we are, how all of us are gifted. And the more that probably, if someone probably finds something, they tell others. Some tell others, some don't, some that's the life they choose. But remember, if that's the life you've chosen, because if you can't tell others, if you can't help others, who's going to help your kids? Remember, you're raising them, but then you don't know where they're going to end up with. So you're taking in you that if you probably help someone, some other person will help your kid also, because they know the energies. You get what I'm saying? So the only thing you're supposed to be like, okay, how can I be different from others? Probably if you've been doing something that you think everyone is doing, ask yourself, how can you be different from what others are doing? If probably you're doing, or you're selling, or you run a business, or you're doing something that you feel you have competition, that you feel some other person is doing the same thing, ask yourself, how can you do your own thing? And doing your own thing, it's not that you're going to go, you're going to go and look at what others are doing so that you're not doing what they're doing. No. Because if you look at what others are doing so that you're not doing what they're doing, you're just copying. You're going to be in that same rage. Because your inspiration is a mediocre. Your inspiration is something that was already there. Remember, if your inspiration is something that's already there, there's so many people that are looking to it. So if you want to stand out, you go do your own thing. People might not understand it in the start, but then eventually they have to catch up. Because look at trees. There are trees that probably take longer years to grow, but then they take longer to grow. So that's probably they take longer to grow. But then once they go, their roots are grounded, and that's grounding. Because in whatever we're doing, so that you're not caught up with anxiety, you're not caught up with depression, you're supposed to ground yourself. You get what I'm saying? So ground yourself so that you can know yourself, so that you can build roots that go deep within, that are going to get, that tap root, the one that's the longest root that goes deep down to get that. So you tap yourself to that level whereby you're the tap root. You get what I'm saying? And the only way you can do that, the only way you can do something that's only you, is understanding who you are, understanding what works for you, understanding what doesn't work for you, understanding your purpose, understanding your dreams, understanding the things that you're attracted to, knowing why you like the things that you like. Because the things that you like are not random. God is love. So why do you love the things that you love? Even if it's sex. If you love sex so much, why do you love sex? Perhaps it relaxes you. Why do you need to be relaxed? You get what I'm saying? So you want to relax because you feel your nervous system is draining you, but you know the side effects of sex with multiple partners. You're carrying other things, so you can't like detach. You can't know who you are because you're still getting things into you, and knowing who you are is getting things that are not supposed to be with you, detaching from things that are no longer serving you. Detaching from such energies, that's when you're going to hear the person in you. That's when the person in you is going to flourish. That's when the flower in you is going to bloom. Because we are all flowers here meant to bloom. But then we are not able to bloom because we want to be like other flowers. We see people that, actually the funniest bit is, we look at people that haven't even known who they are. We look at people probably that don't know that they are flowers. We look at flowers that didn't flourish the way they were supposed to flourish, and we want to be like those flowers. Because the flowers that bloomed, the flowers that flourished the way they were supposed to flourish, will always want you to go flourish in your own way. But if the flowers want you to flourish the way they are flourishing, then you look at even designer brands and whatever, not selling you trends. They're selling you something. Perhaps you want to look sexy, so they're selling you the sexiness in you. They want the sexy in you to get out. They want the beauty in you to come out. That's why they're selling you beauty products. You get what I'm saying? So for you, if you're just buying a product, you're getting the beauty. You're already beautiful, but then they're just enhancing your beauty. You get what I'm saying? Perhaps you don't see that the beauty in you. That's why they're going to sell you something. It's still you understand who you are, and then you're going to be able to bloom on your own. And when you bloom on your own, you're going to be able to flourish on your own. You're going to know what works for you. You're going to be able to know the products on the market, to know the clothes that are going to get out that sexiness in you, to know the products that are going to help you elevate you, because you know who you are, because you know what you need to be elevated. Peace.